Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some more Polybridge 3. So we had a bit of a recording mishap and I lost quite a bit of footage, but we're going to take it slow on the Rustic Barrens. We're going from left to right this time, and I don't think we're going to get everything in, one recording, because as evidenced by the last episode, these are getting a bit longer, and since we've already found a solution, I'm going to talk you through what I figured out. So on pre-planned, and this whole set of levels, there are pre-planned bits that you cannot change. This level, it's the road. We could not change the road. So I put in a few supports over here for the bottom side, and believe it or not, it worked first try. And it's a very low budget bridge. Look, we're less than half. We're in the top 18%. Look at that score. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one did take a little bit more time. It wasn't a one and done. You can see a little bit of evidence there in the muscles. And I've got a upper side and a lower side providing support for those bridges. And they barely make it. Look at that. It's a lot of stress. But I think I can improve this. We'll go back and improve this at some point, and I will share once I have a good solution. But the top 49%, nothing really to get super excited about, but it worked. This one here, I spent quite a long time working on and could not get it figured out. But I have now, and I'm going to share with you how I did that. So originally I built the road straight across, and I tried many different ways of supporting it, and I just could not get it. I was chasing small breaks everywhere. So I changed things up and curved the road, changing where the stresses are in the bridge, and using the road as some support as well instead of just a load. The pre-planned pieces here were this hunk of steel and these ropes holding up said hunk of steel. So I couldn't do anything with those, and as you can see, there are a lot of these wooden muscles all throughout the bridge. Once again, I was chasing little bits that break, and the real breakthrough here was this little bit where it's not actually connected. Keep your eye on that as the forklift drives itself across. You see, we're getting a lot of stress, but if you're watching that gap there, there's some flex to it. If I make that section rigid, it breaks every time. But leaving just that little bit of flex makes it work. Okay, on to the next level. This is where I found out I wasn't getting the recording. So let's start out here. Okay, so pre-planned segment is the road, and it looks like this police car is not gonna make it up to that star. So let's do some of our basic enforcement. We're gonna use the auto build to save us a little bit of time. And just see what happens. Immediately breaks. That's exactly what I thought would happen. Totally planned. And that too. Let's go for a little bit more. See if we can change the direction of course, and it did nothing. How is such a simple bridge causing this issue? Let's start back over from the slate. Auto building. We're gonna... Oh, that did not work. We wanted to touch both sides. Yes, I realize, especially from the last couple of bridges that I built, that this should be very overbuilt. Come on. You know what? I don't feel like dealing with it. I lost some recording today. I'm just gonna replace you, metal, and figure out why this didn't go. That's probably why it broke. That's definitely why it broke. Okay, vehicle makes it across, and into the drink. Try this again. But the only thing vehicles interact with... Oh, that's a really good idea that I just had right now. Okay, so last bridge we were talking about, we were explaining how changing the angle on some of these things really helps. Because it changes where the stresses are. So we're going to upper road segment as part of our structure. And I'm gonna have to really tweak most of these to make them work. See, we're making a double truss, and yes, I realize that literally none of those connections make any sense at all, and of course it broke. But as close as this is, just support like that. That did not work. Why is this joint so overstressed? Let's redo this joint manually. Okay, what we want is that's the wrong material. Fix that. We want something that goes to basically the center, is supported by its neighbors. Go. We need another one here. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Let's do one of those. It's still under a ton of stress. Oh, I'm thinking he should. That makes sense. If we go back to... That's what I was looking for. That almost made it. That did legitimately almost make it. Let's try... okay, that doesn't go. What happens if I do that? Yep, breaks in an entirely the same way, different place. I don't like muscles on muscles. Oh, that's why it showed up. Got the budget. Oh no! Change that angle a little bit and see if that helps. It did not. And let's once again replace that with the hunk of metal. That's the spot that takes the most stress. Task failed successfully. Oh, I did so poorly there. Let's see. We're just gonna rebuild. Do it the way we should have in the first place. This is where things get a little bit out of whack. Because there's not the same amount on both sides. Why did adding one piece make it break? I mean, obviously, adding one piece adds some weight. Is this another one of those needs a little bit of flex thing? You know what? I don't want to use that much metal, but why is that the part of it? See if we can smooth out this transition a bit. Oh, that did not seem to fix anything. You know, it would probably also help to have a little bit of support right there. That did literally nothing. Go figure. Can we box that in? And also did nothing. So we can either move on with the task failing successfully, or we can keep going until we get a workable solution. And I don't know what to deal with this bridge. So let's consider how we might. We want some kind of muscle there to help out, carry the load. And of course, it moved the issue elsewhere. Oh, because the wood's got a little bit more give than the steel, it worked. Nice. Okay, we've been at this for a little bit, and we've been through 4 levels. Let's take a look at the 5th level. Cars always go in alphabetical order. Okay. This is going to be a challenge, because I don't think you can drive through those foundations. We're probably going to have to go up and over. Anyways, that's where we're going to call it for today. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Well, it looks like that's going to do it for us today, guys. I wanted to say thank you for hanging around this long. If you did and you haven't already hit subscribe, please do. Just so you don't miss out on any of the other cool stuff coming on down the road. If you'd like to hang out with us, please hit us up on Discord. Link is in the About section on the channel, or you can go to discord.wonsnot.com, and I will see you guys in the next one.